The biggest mistake that people make, which causes them not to lose weight, is Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching Fit with Nessa. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all you need to know about intermittent fasting, what it is, how it works, and how it can help you achieve your weight loss goals. So let's get into this video. What is intermittent fasting? It's very important to understand that intermittent fasting is not a diet. What it is a pattern of eating, is a tool that can help you to lose weight. So what you do is you set a period of time where you consume all your food. It is not about eliminating specific food groups or calorie counting, which is very good because you don't start to obsess about every single thing you're putting in your body or weighing out your food. Since I've started intermittent fasting, I haven't calorie counted, but I've actually been intuitively eating. So that means I just eat whenever I'm hungry within my specific window. What you actually don't realize with intermittent fasting is that even though you're not calorie counting, you end up eating less food than you would normally, just based on the fact that you're eating less times during the day. There is a science about why this particular way of eating is very useful. I'll link a video below by Dr. Berg, who is an expert in this field, if you're interested to know more about the science behind intermittent fasting. So basically how intermittent fasting works is that it reduces the level of insulin in your body. So insulin is released every single time that you eat. So it doesn't matter whether you eat 100 calories or you eat 1,000 calories, insulin will always be released. So by reducing the amount of times you eat, you reduce the amount of times that insulin is released, making it easier for your body to use the stored fat in your body as energy. Other really good things about intermittent fasting is that it has been found to increase your metabolic rate by 3 to 14%, which is really good. And it also reduces the level of glucose in your bloodstreams. It has also been found that with intermittent fasting, you increase the level of HGH, so that's the human growth hormone. And the human growth hormone helps with burning fat, but also helps with increasing muscle mass. So intermittent fasting is a really good way to lose weight, or lose fat rather, while maintaining your muscles. So the aim with intermittent fasting is to go from eating the recommended 5 meals a day to about 2 or 3 meals in a day. So how do you actually eat less meals without feeling hungry? Healthy fats. If you include healthy fats in your meals, especially your very first meal to break your fast, you're more likely to be able to go from lunch to dinner without having to eat anything in between. I have another video which you can check out with really good tips on how to lose weight. There are different types of fasting which you can do. What I do is 16-8. That means that I fast for 16 hours in a day and I eat within an 8-hour window. So my window is between 12 and 8. So I make sure that I have all my meals between 12 and 8. Sometimes I might flex it. For example, if I start eating at 1, I may not be hungry till about 9 o'clock. So then I'll have my last meal at 9. Make sure you choose a period that works for you, but also make sure that you check out all the other types of fasting that there are to make sure that you do something that will help you. So an example of a way of eating using myself is I'd break my fast normally with some eggs and avocado. If you don't know, I love avocados. So yeah, I'd break my fast with eggs and avocados and a slice of toast, or sometimes have oatmeal with some peanut butter and banana, or a smoothie. These types of food will be able to get me from lunch to about 5 p.m. normally, where I wouldn't feel hungry and I wouldn't need to snack. So if I do feel the need to snack, I normally snack on light popcorn, or have some nuts, or I'll have vegetable crisps, or anything else I have around that is relatively healthy. I then normally have my dinner around 7 or 8 p.m. I always make sure that I don't eat after 9 o'clock. So that's my limit that I've put to myself, because I noticed that if I eat after 9, I get really bloated the next day. So I make sure that I eat all my food by 9 p.m. My dinner normally consists of protein, which is white meats such as chicken or turkey. And I'd have my fats in there as well, and then I'll also include some carbs in the form of brown rice or brown pasta. So because of how intermittent fasting works and how it uses the fats in your body, it is not necessary for you to actually work out, but I personally like to exercise. It is suggested to work out just before you break your fast, but I normally do my workouts right before I eat my last meal to replenish my body. So again, make sure you do what works for you. What they say is if you work out before you break your fast, you're more likely to reach that optimal point for fat burn. I personally noticed that I don't give my 100% in my workouts if I do it on an empty stomach. So that's why I tend to do it in the evening before I have my last meal. I am going to give you 3 really important tips to help you on this intermittent fasting journey. Make sure that you do choose a plan that works for you. A plan that will work without making you feel like giving up. So if 16-8 works for me, it might not necessarily work for you. There are other types of fasting, like I mentioned before. There's alternate day fasting, where you fast one day and then you eat normally the next day and fast again the next day. Or you could do a different ratio of eating and fasting, where you fast for 12 hours and eat within 12 hours. Or even if you're brave, you could do the 24, which means you fast for 20 hours and you eat within 4 hours. It is said that this type of fasting is the best way to lose fat quickly. When you start your journey on intermittent fasting, you play around with the timings to figure out something that works for you. So the biggest mistake that people make, which causes them not to lose weight, is being too strict to the point of wanting to quit. So make sure that you do something that works for you, that you can stick to for a long time or for however long you want. It's important to remember that intermittent fasting is just a tool to help you to lose weight. It is not a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change. So don't panic if one day you feel like you're really hungry at 11 and you can't wait till 12. Just eat and flex the time around to make it work for you. Don't let this be something that holds you back, but rather make sure that you regulate yourself and be kind to yourself. So finally, my last tip is don't rush it. It is not going to work overnight. If, for example, you've been restricting your calories for years and years, your metabolism will need time to be able to restore itself and repair itself. It is normal to start to see changes after the second week. Just make sure you don't give up, because with intermittent fasting, there are loads and loads and loads of health benefits. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, share it and subscribe. And also click the notification bell below so that you're notified anytime I post a new video. Let me know in the comment section below if you're looking to try intermittent fasting. If you have any questions, also leave them down in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them all. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next one. Bye guys.